Hello, hello, my beautiful love. I hope this finds you doing so well. I'm coming to you right now on a Saturday morning because I'm getting so many emails, DMs, and other messages from you all asking for support and care around the current COVID-19 virus, coronavirus, this pandemic that is new, scary, a lot right now. Know that the regularly scheduled Thursday podcast will keep coming out. This is just a little extra love I wanted to record and send out to all of you as soon as I could. So here we are, 2020. The coronavirus, COVID-19, is a thing. It's happening. It's real. It's a novel virus, which means we don't really know much about it. But what I'm witnessing, what I'm feeling in my own body is a lot of stress energy, worry, even panic and terror in myself, my friends, my family, my community, and our community, the feminist wellness family, online, in my email inbox. There is a lot of future tripping and projecting our collective fear out onto what may come. Questions like, how long will this last? What will happen to my job, my daycare, my work? Will we have enough supplies? What about the toilet paper? All of this is running around rampant in the collective energy, and I want to invite you in this challenging time to listen in to your heart, to listen to your intuition, which knows deep in your gut that all will be well. And I want to invite you to listen to my voice and to take a moment to find that calm center inside you. We don't know what will happen, but the truth is, this is no different from any other day as a living human on this beautiful planet. We never know, you never know what the next moment will bring, and this virus is just highlighting that fact. Life is a magnificent and amazing and uncertain thing, always. And that's okay. It's perfect as it is because it's the truth of the matter. It is an unchangeable fact, and being confronted with it is challenging, I know. And that's why I'm here talking to you on a Saturday morning, because we all could use some support, love, and guidance right now. To remind you, and for you new listeners, of who I am to be talking about all of this. I'm Victoria Albina. I'm a licensed and board-certified nurse practitioner. I worked in primary care for many years on the front lines, and I also have a master's degree in public health. I worked in the field internationally during some very challenging times where infectious disease was a serious concern, like in Haiti after the earthquake. And I helped with public health situation management at Standing Rock. I worked in rural Latin America with indigenous communities to set up good public health interventions to support sanitation, hygiene, wellness, to stop the flow of infectious disease, so we can all live healthier lives. I also have a certificate in the management of complex humanitarian emergencies. So I know a thing or two. I'm also a life coach, which is probably the capacity in which you think of me, because it's my focus at this point in my life right now. And my work is on the nervous system, mind-body connection. So that will be my focus here. But know that I bring all of my training and experience to bear on my outlook on what's going on. And with that, I'm not going to bore you by being another voice focusing on washing your hands. But yeah, please, wash your hands. Do it religiously. Do it regularly. And you can use regular soap. There's no need for antibacterials. You don't need that additional antibiotic exposure from triclosan and other chemicals right now. Plain old white soap, Castile soap, Dr. Bronner's is perfect. And I do want to remind you to do everything you can to not touch your face, particularly while you're outside the house. I know it's challenging, and as a bespectacled human, I think I regularly touch my face about 1,000,000 times a day. But I'm not doing it right now, and I know you can too. Focus on bringing your awareness to the impulse, the energy to touch your face, that urge. And when you feel it, don't push it away, but take a big, deep breath in through your nose and allow yourself to have that urge and keep your hands down. This may take a lot of breathing to start retraining yourself out of this habit, but if I can do it, you can too. Okay, so I'll address social distancing for a minute. My babies, it's so vital right now. If you get the virus and you're young and healthy, you may have a case so mild you don't even have a fever. You might just feel a little tired or sniffly. You may even call it allergies. And while you're okay, you can transmit the virus to others, to folks who may not have the capacity to fight this off. And that's how epidemics happen. The well spread it to others who spread it to others, on and on. You've likely heard the phrase, flatten the curve out there, and that is a vital, vital thing right now. What we need is for fewer people to get infected so that the case rate, the number of new people getting this virus, the incidence of people with it is lowered so that the overall prevalence of the virus in our communities and on the planet is less. The thing here is that we don't want to overwhelm our hospital systems, which I can do a totally different rant at a different time about everything that's wrong with the healthcare system in the United States, folks not having insurance, but that's not for today. We don't want to overwhelm our hospital system with new cases. So the fewer people who get exposed, the fewer people who will eventually need medical intervention, intubation, ICU, etc., and the better off all of us are. So do your best to not get contaged. And you can do this by limiting your physical contact with folks. I know it's challenging. It's the opposite of what I always encourage you to do, which is to lean into social connection. But now is the time to breathe and to connect in other ways. I made the challenging decision to cancel my in-person sessions and my group breathwork experiences about 10 days ago. Because as a healthcare professional and a public health professional, I believe in the power of social distancing. I recommend you not gather in groups, not go to yoga, not go to concerts, parties, gatherings right now in person. And instead, I recommend you make regular phone, FaceTime, Zoom, whatever meetings with the people in your life. Check in on each other. Talk about something not related to the virus and the current situation, or talk about your fears and your worries as a way to support and co-regulate each other through them. Consider starting a virtual book club or another way to connect, not to distract yourself, really, but rather to consciously, thoughtfully, intentionally give yourself something else to focus on right now. Not a buffer, but a conscious choice. Or you could meet with a friend one-on-one for a walk and talk in the fresh air, in the sunshine when that's available. But this is a time to hunker down, to stay close to home. One of the offerings I'm sharing for the collective is a free group breathwork experience this coming Monday, March 16th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 90 minutes. I had long planned to do this group in person, and it sold out quite a while ago, but I've canceled it. And instead, I'm offering it to you on the house because breathwork is such a valuable way to reduce stress in our bodies and spirits, to move stuck energy, and to get into the flow of universal life energy that's all around us, connecting us. Head over to my website to sign up for that, and you'll get the link in your email. When signing up for any of my free gifts, and there's more that I'll soon be offering, you need to make sure to go to your spam or social folders to confirm your subscription. So before you email me to say you didn't get your goodies, do make sure you've confirmed your subscription in your email. And I'm doing it this way on the quick to not have a delay in getting this to you. So you may have to sign up for each gift separately. It'll take a few moments, and it's what I can offer. It's my capacity right now to set it up this way, as it's a Saturday morning, and my tech people are offline now on the weekend with their own families attending to themselves. And that's a beautiful thing. So that's what it is. All right. Let's nerd out about it a little more, my darling nerdlets. This is a time of great activation. And when I talk about activation, I mean when our sympathetic nervous systems are revved up and we're in fight or flight versus the immune system supportive, tend, befriend, rest, relax, parasympathetic system. Know that stress responses come in waves like energy through your body. That's what nervous systems do. They move our energy in waves. They get activated and we compensate. We reset. We get activated and we reset. Overall, you may be feeling worked up, anxious, shaky, off balance, both physically and emotionally. And that makes sense right now. What is vital is to notice with acceptance, gentleness, and love, and to center yourself in your internal capacity for calm. That internal exhale energy, which is always present and alive within you, just waiting for you to tap into it. Focus on the moments of feeling okay, the moments when you can feel calm. Maybe it's when you're chatting with someone you love, or when you're watching The Office or The Golden Girls, when you're coloring or playing with a kid or an animal, when you're savoring your food, when you're taking a shower and feeling all that hot water we're so lucky to have flowing over your perfect body. Notice the moments of calm okayness when you're not rolling around in worry or stress. This is not to silver lining it or to spiritually or emotionally bypass or do anything like that. It's just an invitation to remind your brain that you can feel calm and that's okay. It's a thing you're capable of because it's easy to forget. You are capable of calm in the midst of any storm, truly. It's also so important to connect with others right now. Evolutionarily, humans look to other humans in stressful times to find our anchor, to co-regulate or calm our nervous systems with, thus regulating our immune system, our digestion, our hormones, etc. True, this can be really challenging right now because of social distancing, and many people are not getting the co-regulation that connecting with humans face-to-face in person can offer. So, once again, I want to encourage you to lean on technology and social media to connect if you need more connection. Connect with me at Victoria Albina Wellness. I'll be posting all sorts of love and sweet things in my feed and my stories. Do expect some sweet animal pictures and videos. Animals are amazing co-regulators, and looking at sweet, cute, tiny ones is calming to the body because science. And a calming voice on the phone can be helpful too. A calming face on Zoom or FaceTime. If none of this is available to you, then listen to me, to my voice. I love you. All is well. I'll be sending you a list if you head on over to my website and sign up. I'll be sending you a list of the top episodes I recommend you listen to right now. They are episode 3 on anxiety, episode 12 on insomnia, 13 on future tripping, 15 on the second arrow, and of course, episodes 43 and 44 about worry and your nervous system. And if all of that information intake feels overwhelming or too much, simply listen to this recording or episode 46, which is my love note to you. Listen to it again and again if it calms you, if it centers you, if it helps you to reset. And I'll be sharing some downloads you can get for free to help you when you feel stressed. I want to touch briefly on the concept of the window of tolerance. This refers to arousal or activation within your nervous system. And when you're within your window of tolerance, that's the space in which you're able to function best. When you're in flow, or generally just coping, capable, moving along, and feeling neither too revved up, sympathetic, or shut down, dorsal vagal. When we get stressed beyond our capacity, we move beyond our window of tolerance. We either get worked up, anxious, energetically exhausted, or fall into hypoarousal, that dorsal vagal, when we just can't. The work right now is to protect, love, and regulate our nervous system, our mental health, to care for ourselves and our physical bodies. When you're worried, anxious, or panicked, you're being pulled out of this present moment, and you may start to future trip, to project your thoughts into the future and what that may be, which takes you out of your body. And it's so vital to locate yourself in your body in ways that feel healthy, safe, okay for you. Deep breath through your nose into your belly and out. If you're feeling activated in your body, put a hand on your heart and another on your belly and breathe into your hands. Expand them out and let them fall back in. Out and in. Let's breathe together. Everything is okay in this moment, in this present time. You are okay, even with the fear and anxiety of the world spinning around you. If it's available to you to get into your body, you can begin to calm yourself in this way, to lessen those spikes of anxiety and stress, and to extend the window of time that you are located in yourself in this present moment. A super simple exercise I love to do is to rub my hands together vigorously and to bring my focus there, and to hold my hands a little centimeter apart and then towards each other, and then slowly pull them further apart and then towards each other, feeling that energy between my hands and focusing myself there. Do you feel that? That energy in and between your hands, that is your own powerful energy coursing through you right now. Rub your hands and expand them as much as you need to feel that energy center expand and move, expand and move. Keep breathing. When you feel activated and stressed, that energy is in you. And shaking it out, getting that energy through your body and out is so vital. I talk about this in the episode on stress activation. Stand up if that's available. If you're in a wheelchair, otherwise can't stand, that's okay. Just do what you can. So if standing is available, stand and shake it out. Shake your arms, your legs, and breathe through your nose. Shake or jump or run in place, but get your body moving when you feel yourself spinning in anxious or overwhelmed thoughts, as a way to let that energy move through you versus having it be collected in you. And you may be feeling off balance. You may feel shaky and you're shaking, and this is normal. Jump, bounce, shake, walk in place, dance. Discharge and release the stress. So move and then balance on one foot or both, but ground yourself into your standing feet or foot and experience the changing in your breathing. So shake, move, run in place, walk in place, pause, balance. Do it again and again, this cycle of movement, stillness, movement, stillness. Help your body to travel through the activation cycle and breathe it out. Many of us are sitting more now that we're at home. And for those of us with the privilege of working from or being at home right now, it's extra important to keep moving, to keep your energy flowing, and not to get stagnant in stress energy. Remember that physiologic balance is important for stress reduction. Perhaps put a hand on a wall or a chair or whatever you need to, and balance on one foot for 2 seconds, 20 seconds, a minute, and then switch. And do this anytime you feel your brain start to race with worry thoughts, as a way to slow yourself down, to get present in your body, and to calm yourself and your physiology. Nerd alert. While you're focusing on breathing and connecting inward, I want to encourage you to practice nose breathing right now. Your nose is magical. Want to know something amazing? While public health officials have told us to please, and I'll repeat this, please don't walk around in a surgical mask right now or an N95 mask right now unless you're immunocompromised or have another reason that you need to. If you are not trained in and really know how to exist while wearing a mask, it's likely you will touch the outside of it, getting any droplets of infection on your little paws, with which you may touch your own face, your coat, surfaces. Unless you need to wear a mask externally, please don't. But you know what's amazing? Right now, with no piece of paper between you and the world, you're wearing the world's most incredible face mask right now. Yes, you. I'm wearing one too. That mask is your very own nose. It's a really phenomenal thing. Your nose is a magnificent tool for filtering the air you breathe and actually actively fights infections. The mucus and the cilia in your nose, those little hairs, mechanically keep viruses and bacteria from invading your body. You may notice this as boogers. Oh my gosh, please keep your fingers out of your nose. This is not a time to be touching boogers, and please don't eat them. Somebody had to say it. Here's another bit of nerdiness. So there are these exosome swarms that happen in our nose as we breathe. And these little biological weapons are perfectly equipped to kill off whatever little beasties come in on the air you breathe. So do your best to breathe through your nose. Keep your mouth closed out in the world. And remember to use the face mask that the good goddess gave you, that you wear all day, your beautiful nose. Nitric oxide is created in our sinuses, and nitric oxide murders bugs. So breathe through your nose as much as you can. And if nose breathing is challenging, like if you have a deviated septum or something like that, it's a thing to practice. Practice improves capacity, and form follows function. Use your neti pot or a nasal rinse. Use xylitol drops, sprays, or rinses in your nose. God, I love xylitol in the nose. But overall, keep breathing and through your nose as much as your physiology allows. If this is challenging, that's okay too. Just do what you can. Nothing to worry about here, my darling. If your head, your nose, your sinuses feels all plugged up, I've got a quick little exercise for you. So take your fingers, after washing your hands, go wash your hands, and then hold your nose, hold your nostrils together, plug your nose, and move your head up and down vigorously with your nostrils held. So keep doing that. Do that 5, 6, 7 times, but like really vigorously, like you're nodding yes, but like you really mean it. Continuing to do this. So plug your nose up and down, and then plug your nose up and down, up and down. You can do this seated while walking or moving around your home as well. And then do alternate nostril breathing. So take your thumb and your forefinger with clean hands. Put your thumb over your right nose, and you're going to hear my voice get nasally, and breathe in through your left nostril. And then at the top of your inhale, use your index finger to cover the left nostril, the one you breathed in through, and then breathe out through the right. And then do the left and the right. Plug both nostrils, and then shake your head vigorously up and down, up and down. Practices like this can help make it easier to breathe through your nose, so do this as often as you need to get things moving. I'll also share that one of the ways we can support ourselves in reducing anxiety physiologically is to give our brains something else to focus on. This is a pretty fun, weird thing to do, to shake your head vigorously to get your nose flowing better. So do it. Why not? And if you've heard about or ever considered doing mouth taping at night, this may be a time to try it. I can only help, though I'll note it feels super weird at first. And for folks with a trauma history, this may be super triggering and not something to even consider trying. And it's worked wonders for me. So I use porous surgical tape, and I just literally close my mouth and put a piece of tape over my lips at night. And I've noticed I get a deeper, more restful sleep when I'm doing this, which we could all use right now because sleep can be elusive when we're feeling anxious or stressed. I also love mouth taping because it makes me giggle, which is great for your immune system. So there's that. And it's really fun to talk to other people when your mouth is taped. It sounds something like this. And who doesn't want to sound like the teacher from Peanuts? I'm going to just go sort of off what I was intending to say for a second to say, babies, please laugh right now. Laughter is literally amazing medicine. It's so helpful. Watch a funny video. I love that one. It's like the big mama panda, like this big, like, I don't even know how much she weighs, couple 100-pound beast. And this tiny little newborn baby panda sneezes and the mama panda literally jumps because she gets scared. I don't know why it makes me laugh so much, but laughing is so good for you. Watch funny shows. This is not the time to watch that. What's that show on Netflix? Pandemic? Like, I have studied many pandemics in my public health training. This is not the moment to think about the spread of a super flu or typhoid or like malaria or just funny things. Again, not to like disconnect from reality or not be engaged, but just like, it's a lot right now. Watch something funny. It's okay. Okay, back to breathing. I want to invite you to focus on expanding your diaphragm as often as you can. So your diaphragm is the membrane under your lungs. If you put your fingers under your bottom ribs and sort of push in, your diaphragm's in there. And if you have a history of GI concerns, anxiety, depression, tending to go into sympathetic or dorsal a lot, or if you have heartburn, SIBO, I think I'm naming pretty much everyone ever, your diaphragm can be really tight, which can lead you into the habit of breathing from the top of your lungs and breathing in through your mouth more than your nose. So one of the things I want to invite you to practice is to breathe deep, 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 expanding your diaphragm out and in. To deepen your breathing, invite in more air and release more air. This is a strengthening practice for the lungs. Do it. Maybe set an alarm or maybe at the top of the hour, like traffic on the ones, right? Make some marker in your life that can help you remember to add this really simple practice in. While we're talking about the breath, I do recommend a humidifier in your bedroom in particular, but throughout your living space. Most humidifiers are plastic, though I have a glass one, a vintage one I found at a thrift store. But most are plastic. So I don't recommend using a warm air one because we don't want to be heating water in plastic and then aerosolizing it. So go with a cool air. Clean it frequently. I mean, literally daily. It's annoying, fine, whatever, but it takes like 3 minutes to clean it. And do keep it running 24/7 if you can. Okay, let's get back in our bodies with another practice. If it's available for you, either lie down, stand up, get in whatever physical stance works well for you. Locate your feet. Find them. They are on the floor, on the bed, up against a wall. And move your intention, your attention, your energy slowly from your feet up your body. You may be holding tension, worry, fear, where humans do that, in your chest and your belly. So I want to invite you to take a big deep breath in and locate your feet. Focus your energy elsewhere. Feel into your feet. Feel every little toe and begin to bring your energy down into your ankles, up into your calves. You could also start with your hands, breathing into your fingertips. You could begin with relaxing your jaw, your neck. You could focus your energy on the tops of your ears, the tip of your nose. As you focus elsewhere, your body will relax, your chest, your belly, the places we most need. Exhale energy for our immune system and our nervous system. Keep breathing. Keep focusing on your little toes, your elbows, your nose. Breathe in, breathe out. I also want to remind you of the power of dance and active movement. Dancing is joy. Dancing is an energetic flow that reminds us of our aliveness. When I was a hospice nurse, I would often put a dance song on at like 3 a.m. if a patient who was in the midst of dying was feeling anxious or worked up. And I would hold their hand sitting on their bed, and we would sway and move to the music. And every time, the look on their face and the energy pouring from their bodies told me just how helpful it is to invite in joy and to move. So, because I love you, I made you 2 different playlists. Head on over to my website, and yes, I'll put the link in my bio on Instagram, Victoria Albina Wellness. And I also made a page called Corona. So it's victoriaalbina.com/Corona, where I'll list my free resources to support you. The grounding exercise, the orienting exercise, the playlists, and there are 2. So there is one that's focused on calming the mind, body, and spirit by helping you to get into that ventral vagal place. It's a really important resource to have on hand right now to help you to calm yourself. And because dancing and movement are so important, I made a silly, ridiculous, fun mixtape because I'm from the 90s. So the music is also largely from the 90s. That's my factiness. My musical choices reflect it. Like, it's Sonic Youth, My Pal the Tortoise, Tribe Called Quest. It's my music. So enjoy that. Let that move you, and take a moment each and every day to tune into your body, to move, to get reacquainted with your toes, to breathe through your nose, to move. It's okay to dance right now. It's not disrespectful. It's a loving choice for you, the people in your world, and the world as a whole. And you can spread that healing energy outward into the universe, my angel, by connecting in with, breathing through, and moving your perfect body. And finally, I want to give you permission, which you don't need, but can be nice to hear, that it's okay to turn the news off, to turn the TV off, to take a break. If you're in struggle right now, maybe ask a dear one who you trust to give you vital updates as needed, so you can choose to focus on your own mental and physical health and can turn the TV, radio, Twitter, Facebook. Turn those off, darlings. There is precious little new news right now, and there's lots and lots of fear-mongering, future-tripping, casting of blame and throwing of stones. Don't listen to the hype. Don't believe the hype. All is well. We are moving through this as a humanity, and we will get to the other side. I'll be coming back tomorrow with a second short recording for you, where I'll switch gears and talk about the cognitive piece, the cognitive work we do. It'll be a really short one. I just wanted to give you the time to really sink into this physiologic, to work on breathing through your nose, connecting in with your body, and tomorrow we'll come back together to focus in on your brain and your thoughts. All right, my beautiful love. Deep breath in and out. Remember, you are safe. You are held. You are loved. And when one of us heals, we help heal the world. Be well, my beauty.